All right, hello everyone. My name is Jorge. I am excited to show you guys this video. I don't really make videos about pedal boards because I don't consider myself like very knowledgeable in this, but I really wanted to share this with you guys and everybody that is an HX Stomp user specifically. I had a little pedal board. I'll attach a picture of that here in a second. That I was powering up with one of these super kind of primitive one spot power supplies, the little one spot whatever model this is, I can't remember it, but I'll put it here. This model, and it basically just daisy chains like tons of the barrel connectors this way. And so it was enough because I had a little pedal board, but I recently wanted to acquire some other pedals and get a bigger pedal board, and so I just needed a bigger pedal board, and I ran into the problem that I also needed to get a separate power supply other than this thing. So I got the pedal board, and I got a really good deal with the pedal board and also a power supply included with it, all together with the mounting hardware for the power supply for this specific pedal board. And so it's a One Spot Pro CS7. Okay, now I use the HX Stomp as a big part of my whole pedal board rig, and I mean, I just love the sound and the tones I get from it, and so I really wanted to keep it, and I just ran into the problem of powering it up. As an HX Stomp user, if you have one, you know that it has pretty specific power requirements, as well as the barrel connector it's a different size, right? And so you run into the problem of having to use a specific power supply. Now, thankfully, my HX Stomp is from pretty recent manufacturing, and so the power supply that it came with is actually not like those huge refrigerator ones that came before, but it's still kind of unfortunate, and it's just not practical that it has very specific power supply requirements. And so it'd be nice if we could just use a regular power supply and just power it like a regular pedal, right? So my HX Stomp came with one of these, and as you guys notice, like it's not that big of a deal instead of like the huge ones that came before. And so this is actually the OEM one, so it's not that big of a deal. But regardless, when you have a power supply already on your pedal board, it'd be nice to power the HX Stomp. If you've been looking into this, you know that it's a whole deal trying to power the HX Stomp with a power supply. And so I went down that rabbit hole, and I basically figured out that you need two outputs from your power supply that are at least 500 milliamps to be able to give the HX Stomp enough power, enough current, because that's what it needs. It at least needs 1,000 milliamps, right? And so it's all over the internet that you basically have to couple those two outputs together that are 9 volts, and then each of them is going to be 500 milliamps, and then you couple them with an adapter, but then you have to reverse the polarity. And so you need another adapter that makes 2, right, to reverse the polarity, because the HX Stomp, it has reverse polarity. And then you need another adapter because the HX Stomp doesn't use the regular barrel connector. It uses a bigger one in the center, right? And so that makes 3, okay? So I initially bought all the adapters needed to power the Stomp with the power supply, the CS7 from One Spot Pro, True Tone. And so it's these, right? So Voodoo Labs coupler cable, right? So what you do is you get this thing, and it's 2 outputs from your power supply to 1, right? And so with this thing, you're able to have enough current, right? So that makes 1. And then you also need this thing, which is a polarity converter from True Tone as well. And so what you do is you put this thing in here after it's been coupled. This is the first one, this is the second one, and then from here you need to go to the HX Stomp, but the HX Stomp is a bigger barrel. And so you need another adapter to be able to go from here to the HX Stomp. So you go here, and then this goes into the HX Stomp. So this would have been enough to power the Stomp, I'm pretty sure. I didn't even try it. And as I was browsing through the internet, I ran across a cable from Gator Cases, okay? And so it's this. to be quite honest with you guys, I looked into it, and it's just a current doubler cable for Line 6 pedals. And it says here that it's one output to power HX Effects or HX Stomp. And it's just one cable. It literally is one cable, and it's like $5. So I ran across it, and to be quite honest with you guys, it just seemed too good to be true because nobody talks about this cable. And this is the reason why I wanted to put it out there with this video. So it got to the point that it was just too good to be true, and I didn't believe it. So I called Gator Cases. I called and I was like, hey, to be quite honest, this seems just too good to be true. Can I just confirm that this is what you guys made it for? And so the guy that answered the phone, he said, I'm pretty sure this is not too good to be true. It is true, but let me just confirm for you. And so he said that he wasn't a guitar player, so he didn't really know much about it. So he said, let me put you on a hold. Let me get back to you. And I had to go to school, so I hung up on him. So I was like, you know what? I received the board. I received the power supply. And I was like, you know what? I'll just have 911 ready in case this thing blows up. And I just went for it. And so it worked. It's amazing, and it worked. And so I just really wanted to put this cable out there. This is nothing sponsored. Gator Cases doesn't even know I exist, to be quite honest, even though I own a lot of their products and now this cable. But yeah, like they have no idea I'm making this. I just really wanted to put this out there for anyone that's looking to power the HX Stomp with a power supply. So I will just show you guys how it works, right? So you have the two outputs. This is where you go to from your power supply, two outputs, 500 milliamps, and then it goes and plugs into your HX Stomp. As easy as that, right? So instead of buying the first thing, which is a coupler, right, from Voodoo Labs, and then the polarity inverter from True Tone, and then from here going to the HX Stomp with this very low quality from what I can see. I don't even know the brand of this thing. Chen Yang DC, whatever, from Amazon. You save yourself all this trouble and the potential for any of these to come out and become disconnected just to this, to one cable from Gator Cases. And this is specifically designed to power HX Stomp or effects from your power supply. It's that easy. You plug these two to your power supply, to your HX Stomp. $5. This is a lifesaver cable, and it works, guys. It works. I'll show you guys a video here as I'm speaking about this. And so here's my pedal board. And so I just go straight from the power supply. I take those two cables out and then to the HX Stomp, and it works. So I'm gonna put a video of me powering this thing up with the cable, and that's all you need. So that's it. I mean, like I said, I just really wanted to put this out there for you guys to make sure that you guys know about this product. Anyone looking to power the HX Stomp with a power supply. Gator Cases, I will link it here in the description so that you guys know where to look for it. It's on Amazon. It's everywhere. Just look for it. I'll put the link like I said. Save yourself the trouble. Just buy this thing. It's $5 and that's all you need. All right, so hope this helps. Thank you guys for watching.